Goodness, I am so fucking madly in love with myself today, Jesus. I was madly in love with myself yesterday and also Friday and all week. I am falling deeper and deeper madly in love with myself. All week, guys. I am falling deeper and deeper madly in love with myself, and I'm not even making this fucking shit up. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Watchman's Hour with me, Roshan Melwani. This is episode 38, and I am falling. I have been falling. I am so madly in love with my fucking self. I want you guys to all stay till the end whilst I tell you about my week and why I am so happy. Goodness me, I'm so fucking happy. Lisa, you can already block this fizzies, you know what I mean? I'm so handsome. Jesus, have you seen all the shirtless videos I've been posting? Okay, let's start off. Yes, I do have 3 children. Okay, before I tell you why I'm so madly in love with myself, I do have 3 children. Now, I spent some time this week on different chatbots like Copilot and Manus. I think that was just launched. I think that's just what it's called. Grok and Google. And all of them say that I have a 3rd child, but they have 0 information on my 3rd child. Okay, so this photo was taken a few weeks ago in Macau. That's my wife, Saloni. That's my child that nobody, even AI, doesn't know about. This is, Lisa, I already did invite you. This is my daughter, Serena, my oldest. Look how gorgeous she is, right? There's no filter on these photos. You can see I look exactly like myself. And my oldest is absolutely a stunning beauty queen. There's Saria, my gorgeous baby, and everyone knows Rian, and now you all know Saloni. So yes, I do have 3 children, not just 2. Serena is not camera shy. She doesn't want to be on my social media. I mean, she has a big problem with it, but like I said, like I've always said, if you scroll back, she featured so prominently on my social media from birth till about 11 or 12 years old and stuff, and now she's going to be 17 soon. Now, let me tell you why I had a beautiful week, okay? So I told you all about last Sunday. I told you how big of a Monday I was going to have, right? So if you follow me, then you would have followed 2 real releases by the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Shit, I put my watch on. Just got this watch restrapped. See the diamonds? See the diamonds? It's got this watch restrapped. I'm gonna put this on right now. My other strap fell to pieces. I was invited by the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology to their recent big day on campus, celebrating language and culture. Now, last year, I was their key speaker. I did a huge talk on DEI. Not really something I believe in at all. So it's quite ironic to get me, someone like me, who doesn't believe in DEI at all, to speak on DEI. But, I'm very accomplished. So I had no issues, and I grasped the entire 100+ audience very easily. But this time round, I was a guest of honor, like I was last year. But I was brought in, I shot footage with them prior to the event, to be basically an ambassador for the event. And I shot lots and lots of footage with them, and they may produce another reel this week. They're going to shoot footage with me on Friday. Today's Sunday here in Hong Kong, but on Thursday they said, you know what, we got so much from you, Roshan, on the Monday that I was there that we don't need anymore. So I mean, I had such a great day there, and you've got to understand something, right? Like, so I am someone, right, who generally, I think pretty much always has very good intentions, right? But if you label me something and you make a big deal out of it and you lie about it and stuff and you make up nonsense and stuff and shit, I'm just going to play to that, you know what I mean? Because I'm not affected. I'll set this over and over again. I'm not affected by anything anyone says. If you brand me or label me something, I will just play to the audience, right? You know what I mean? You fucking call me a homo, I'll pretend to be a fucking homo. You call me a pedophile, fucking act like one, whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just play to the hate. You know what I mean? Like, because this kind of shit doesn't bother me. I mean, like it plays no relevance in my life, right? Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think the biggest tukka, I would say tukka, right? I mean, spit in Sindhi, is to just spit on fucking assholes, right? And I'm gonna make a pledge now, and if I drop out of this pledge, you need to remind me, because I'm not gonna give people advice anymore. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I am just going to say what I do, and that's it, and say what I fucking believe. Some motherfucker says I've fallen off. I am actually soaring so fucking high that I'm so madly in love with myself. That is just fucking nutty, bro. Keep up the bro fell off, because the last few weeks, all the big unique videos, right, are all about bro fell off, right? I've just been slapping it in everyone's fucking face. It's just incredible. Right, so I spent like more than 4 hours shooting footage with these students at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, one of our big six, right? Very recognized university, and it's, a world ranked university and stuff, but I'm not here to hype the university. I'm here to hype myself. Now, these young students, right, they gave me so much respect. They treated me like a fucking celebrity. Danielle, are you going to help me out with this motherfucking cunt or what? And they treated me with so much respect. They treated me with so much love. They treat me like a celebrity. I mean, seriously, I'm more than twice these kids' age. You're even bigger than that and stuff. So it's pretty fucking amazing to be the star of the campus, right? And they put out a bit of footage. I put out to create that carousel and to subtitle it, to put out 20 videos for you guys. And to Lisa, Danielle, are you watching the comments? I need you to do this stuff for me. To put out a carousel with 20 videos and subtitle them, right? Oh man, that was a beater. I don't know which day I did that. Did I do that yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. And I vowed that I wouldn't do something today, but I did. And I'll come to that. And it was such a high and was such a drain, because I'm just shooting video after video, right? I'm asked question after question. And, like, I honestly tell you, you're giving a talk, even I give this podcast, like, today I didn't want to do this podcast. I'll tell you why. Because, I give everything my all, and it just, at the end, it's just so draining, right? I finished there, shot like, I don't know, I got there just at 10, I left at 2 something, and then I had to go and see my chief executive, John Lee. Now, I had shown you previously the invitation from the government to go to this event last Monday afternoon. So this all in one day. I didn't do any work on Monday, Jesus. I opened the store, right? I had my dad come down early, and then I handed over to him and stuff, right? And then I went to the university with Saloni and stuff. And I came back to this, I dropped Saloni, I came back to the store. I don't even know why, just to see everything was okay. And then I went to this government event, and I tell you, right, what I tell everybody. I tell my staff and I tell everyone. I'm like, I don't want to wait in the background for 10 years for something to happen to me. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't want to wait in the background for 10 years. I don't want to sit in the back row in year one and move one row up front in year 2 and move one row up front through year 3, and after 10 years maybe have something happen for me and shit. I want to go in not like a tornado, right? Depends on the situation, right? As if you can tornado it, right? But if you can go in with verve, go in with your own vibe, right? Take some fucking risks and stuff, right? Then, either you get what you want, you make it, you do something, you get tossed and stuff, whatever. But I need to take risks. I can't listen to slowly. I can't play things carefully and toe the line and wait for opportunity to come my way. I need to go into situations and manufacture something for myself. My entire career, my entire life is about manufacturing something for myself from nothing, okay? From a moment, okay? My entire life is about manufacturing something for myself, right? And boom, if you get tossed, you get tossed, and nothing happens, but if something happens, it can be a tiny thing, right? And that's a little bit of thing that you extract, or it could be a gigantic, huge thing, right? And so forth. But even if it's a tiny thing, you can milk the tiny thing and milk it and make it grow into something bigger, right? And that's my forte. That's my forte. I'm the milk fucking machine. Now, if you watch my footage, you would see that it is absolutely huge to be invited to a situation like this, right? Like, you know, like how many people can be in the room? 1,000, you can call it 2,000. The population of Hong Kong is 7.5 million, nearing 8 million and stuff, right? So to be in a room like this with the grandeur and the grandiose, you know, to be with the city's leaders, have the Chinese national anthem playing and stuff. I mean, this is huge stuff, right? I'm just a little Indian tailor boy. Do you get what I'm saying? This is huge stuff. But it's continuous justification and it's continuous credence, okay, for me, that I'm heading in the right fucking direction, right? And that all the Western propaganda against me and the nonsense against me and stuff, you know, and even the Sindhi propaganda against me and stuff, is you know, it doesn't stick, it doesn't fly. It is like air and garbage in its own vacuum, right? And stuff. And I'm actually the one on the outside, you know what I mean? Keep moving forward all the time and just killing it, right? And you know, the level of people in this room. And I believe in meritocracy, I believe in nepotism, I believe in class, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to value a higher class type of person. I'm not going to value a low class person. I'm going to value someone who's just yucky and icky. You know what I mean? I'm going to value someone who's classy, wealthy, accomplished, famous, etc., and so forth. I'm not into minions. I'm not into, you know, I keep saying this is a handout protest crowd and stuff. You know, I'm so happy that Greenpeace is being, you know, fined like ordered to pay $340 million US in damages for fucking protests and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not into that shit. And I genuinely believe my government recognizes that, right? And that's why I'm there. And, you know, so I've been going to this, I've become a Justice Peace in 2021. So I've been going to more and more of these events, being invited to more and more of these events for the last 4.5 years, approaching 5 years. And I've done more and more quirky things, you know, because I'm a quirky guy, right? So I'm assuming you'd have all watched the footage. And if you haven't, then you need to go all watch the footage. It's just me. This is the second part of Monday, right? This is me. Same photo, different background. I have no fucking clue, okay? But I'm a one-man show without a script. I'm a one-man fucking show, tractor. I'm not going to call myself Formula One car, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm a one-man tractor. You know what I mean? I'm a one-man show without a script, without writers, without anybody. And even when I go out on my own, it's just me and a phone like this. Fuck, I need a dummy phone. Just me. I've got a cordless phone here from the 1980s. It's just me and a phone like this. You get what I'm saying? And stuff. I'm a one-man fucking show. The birth of me on social media, the constant drive, the constant acceleration, the constant ascension of me, the constant relevance of me is a one-man show. And I'm not going to ever say I'm unstoppable, but there's so many things that have conspired in gosh how many years now to try and fucking throw me off course, throw me off this, throw me off that, put a stop to me. And I'm not going to say I'm unstoppable, but I'm fucking here. Now, I'll always tell you this, but I'm going to give you another anecdote. Long time ago, if you wouldn't crown me Luke Skywalker, I'm fine with it. I self-take the fucking Anakin role. I self-take the Darth Vader role and stuff. I am Anakin, I am Darth, I am Jafar. You don't want me to be Aladdin, it's no problem. I spoke about Aladdin and Jafar last week and stuff. Yes, I'm arrogant to the max, right? But it's all based on success. If I was doing fucking nothing, love to you, Argentina. If I was doing fucking nothing, then, you know, I wouldn't have anything to be arrogant about. So, anyway, I've gotten a great video, and I've always talked about the friend who shed me, right? And I shed all my friends. I'm never having a friend again. This is fucking brilliant being friendless. I swear to God. You need to help me here again, Lisa. You know what I mean? Like, either we have a good convo or not, because I also feel that the negative comments just put off other people and stuff, right? You got to have good vibes in the room and so forth, and that's why we've got moderators and stuff. And so I had to approach the friend that shed me to congratulate the friend that shed me on something momentous that happened in the friend that sheds me's life. Okay, so I shared. Now remember, the friend who shed me was my best friend for a very long time. Okay, and so I shared my footage. Okay, before publishing, I haven't decided, if it was the appropriate thing to publish or what. Right, and the friend that shed me annihilated me. Okay, made me feel like shit. Very difficult to make me feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? I bounce back very fast. You know what I mean? People make me feel like shit. I bounce back very, very fast. Right? Of course, when you're suddenly, attacked, right? Like, it hurts at that moment in time and stuff, right? And you sort of try and think of the person's perspective, where they're coming from. So the friend that shed me, who sees my exclusive footage that hasn't been published, attacks me for my footage. So that's all. But you know what I did? I went ahead and put up the footage. Now, my single video with my chief executive, right? As much as I play myself as a patsy and a fool and whatever, but that's me, right? That's the sort of, it depends on who's around, what's the audience. You cannot dominate the chief executive of your city, right? So when I say chief executive, you don't understand. I always have to explain this. He's our mayor, he's our governor, he's our whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's not the president of China. He runs Hong Kong, right? You can't overshadow this guy and make a fool of him, right? But you can then make a fool of yourself, right? And happily do so, right? Like, I suddenly act in the moment. Now, after going to all these events, I'm suddenly elevated to the front row, okay? And I'm elevated to standing literally right behind my man, John Lee himself, the chief executive and shit. What an elevation, you know what I mean? What an elevation. I might be thrown to the might never be invited again. Okay, you always got to remember, right? You take my father's approach and sit in the back row and do that for 10 years and maybe move forward slowly, right? Or you can try very hard, like I did, to move up very, very fast and eventually realize you will be tossed. Do you understand what I'm saying? You've got to take that gamble, right? And so forth. So maybe after my antics, I'll never be invited to anything again. But listen, the kind of stuff that I pulled off, all right? You know what I mean? Great footage with Carrie Lam, John Lee, every time the occasion is there to do so, I've done it, okay? And I'm really proud, and I really do love my leaders. I'm not trying to just be a fool and create stupid videos and stuff. I really do love my leaders, right? They lead my city. I really do love my city. I keep telling you guys all this. I mean, I really, really like my leaders. I really do. Now, is there a leader that I didn't like in the bunch of them? Yeah, I could talk about that, but that's not the conversation for today. Do I really like my current leader, John Lee? Fucking love it. I always call him the wizard, right? I think he's fucking great. I think what he's done post-COVID is so fucking good. Do I really like Carrie Lam? People, I campaigned for her, okay, but I mean, I think she did what she did under the craziest of fucking circumstances at all. She wasn't a maverick, but she did what she did. And I'm always going to love her for being the career civil servant, from starting from a caged home and going to fucking Oxford and fucking Harvard from nothing. And then working every single step of the ladder to eventually run our city, right? I mean, that's an iconic backstory. I mean, it's an iconic backstory and stuff. So I really, really love my leaders, and I want to show them that love. But it's very difficult to get close to your leaders, right? So I manufacture the opportunity to get close to my leaders, and then I want to tell them how I feel. All right. So I couldn't give a rat's ass if people think I'm playing myself as a fool or I'm a fool or whatever. It is very difficult to get close to your leaders. Okay. And it's, and I want to tell them how I fucking feel. Okay. Which is, I'm enamored with them. Right. And, if I met Cristiano, if I met Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray, Stan Wawrinka, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if I go close to him, I tell him how I feel. I'm like, oh my God, you brought joy to me. Now, and that's what I want to say. And that's my reasoning. You know what I mean? They bring joy to me and stuff. So the friend that shed me slammed me again. And the friend that shed me said that you'd be an utter fool to publish this video. And I went and published the video. And across platforms, it's garnered well over 600,000 views, which is brilliant. But the thing is that you may say 600K, Roshan, you're the $6 million man, right? 6 million view man. But it's not that. It's the 600K views everywhere it's just Hong Kong, right? You know what I mean? These videos on all my channels, and it went viral on about half my channels, did not go global viral, right? It's Hong Kong viral, right? Which is a great stab, and 600K plus and rising, and a shitload of forwards, shitload of fucking comments and stuff is huge for Hong Kong, right? So you've got to attack on all fronts. You know what I mean? You got to, you know what I mean? And I'm the king, and I'm going to, you know, I kill it on micro all the time. I've been waiting to have this whole convo with you guys about killing it on micro. You know, I kill it on micro, and as I release some footage from HKUST gig, I will show you I'm up there with People's Bank, Microsoft, whoever, Patch Adams. You know who the fuck Patch Adams are? Fucking, I think they have like 3.5 million, 5 million, 7 million followers on Instagram. They're a fucking band. You know what I mean? And my name is up there with fucking Patch Adams right next to it, Sam's Taylor, and I'm not paying money. I'm not giving away product even. You know what I mean? I'm not paying money or giving away product and stuff, right? Like, I'm just giving myself my thought. They're asking for my advice, my thoughts, my knowledge. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll take every win there is, right? I don't need to speak at Harvard or Oxford, but I would love to, okay? But I've spoken at HKUST twice, Hong Kong Baptist University, Chinese University of Hong Kong, King's College in London, and so forth. And I'll take each and every win. And I've spoken to all, you know, so many American universities pre-COVID, right? Like, you know, Oklahoma Wesleyan a number of times, the University of Texas Austin a number of times, St. Louis University a number of times, and so forth, and the list goes on, right? So I'll take all these micro wins. I'm Mr. Micro. I manufacture without having to pay sponsorship money or whatever. I lend myself, I lend my name, I lend my channels, I lend my platform to people. And then I'm up there. Like I said, you know, I fucking love it. If you look at some of the videos that I'm going to post, right, there's Microsoft and there's Sam's Taylor. I mean, what the fuck, side by side? Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? There's Microsoft and there's Sam Taylor. That's where the fuck I want to be, and that's what the fuck I do. It's kind of something. My dad refuses to see anything I do, right? You know, I love my father. I really do. I mean, this is my channel, my channel. I pledged from the start of this podcast complete transparency, and if you ask me any real question, I'll give you a real answer. You guys waste your time because this is your time every week to actually ask me stuff, and you waste your time with trash being thrown at me. My father is born 48. That means it makes him 78 this year. He's already 78, right? You waste your time with trash. I'm so transparent with you guys. You know, people can say this guy hates his dad. He trashes his dad. He talks so badly about his dad. I'm just being honest and emotional about the week. I'll also tell you how much I love my father. Why does nobody ever focus on the amount of times I say I love my fucking dad, that he's my fucking hero, right? So I'm you know, if my dad's a dick to me, I'm going to share it with you, right? If my dad doesn't appreciate me, I'm going to share it with you. If my dad just blanks me all the time, I'm going to share it with you. And he doesn't realize what he's missing out on. He is missing out so much on his son's accomplishments, okay? And his staff tell him that as well, right? He's missing out so much. He blanks all his son's accomplishments. This predates the social media era. You know, I've given speeches everywhere and stuff. And you know, he's had to be in a room so many times. I haven't said this before. About at least, say 40, 50 times I've given a speech or emceed something, and he's had to be in the room, and he's purposely turned his back to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's his fucking problem and stuff, but you know what I mean? He's my fucking dad. He's had so many years to enjoy my accomplishments, right? He's had so many years to fight back to people who bitch me up. But, you know, his friends, the friends that he chooses to keep, and I tell him this, and his staff tell him this. I'm like, bro, you choose to keep friends, and you know why they love you? Because they throw trash at your son all day long for 2 decades, 3 decades, possibly not 4 decades. And you just eat it. You eat that trash. You never fight back. So they want more of you. And your friend circle keeps growing because they love trashing your son, and you just sit there and take it, right? And that's the fucking truth. You know what I mean? I swear to you and stuff. But that doesn't mean my dad doesn't back me up. He backs me up. You know what I mean? But he's missing out. You know what I mean? I'm missing out. Right? But we've talked a lot about this dad stuff, okay? But so I didn't listen to the friend that shed me. I felt shit after the friend that shed me shat on me, literally, for no reason. I mean, this conversation, I approached them to congratulate them and give them well wishes on a significant moment in their life and stuff. And I was just shat on. It was an awful conversation. I thought, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Your dad has a root cause trauma which is preventing him from enjoying you and your success. You need to work it out. Work out the cause. I can't work it out with him. The guy won't even talk to me. You know what I mean? Seriously, about anything. He yelled at me yesterday morning for garbage and stuff. And to all the people who keep saying, oh, you're complaining about your dad, you just leave. How can I leave my father? My father fucking needs me. I'm never going to leave my father. You're stupid. You don't know what the fuck my father's going through and stuff. And I'm not here to reveal what he's going through, right? That's his business. But I'm happy to reveal my relationship with him, right? So this is a great, venue every week. We talk a lot about my dad and me and my dad and stuff. So, but you guys can ask me anything you want. You ask me good questions. Create a great community here and stuff. I'm very, very happy. So I've had a great Monday. And Mira, are you there? No one wants to ever help me out. I just, I had such a good Monday. You know what I mean? And then I'm falling in love with myself. You know what I mean? Deeper. And then, I get that shat on, and then I put this shit out skeptically. You know what I mean? Do I ever doubt myself? I mean, everybody doubts themselves, right? But 99.9999999% of the planet, they doubt themselves, right? And then they don't do anything about it. Virtually all of them don't do anything about it. And then whenever I doubt myself, no matter what differentiates me, I'm in love with myself. Yes, I don't need Prozac. I don't need self-help. Thank you so much. Everybody should be in love with themselves. It's your life. You know what I mean? I don't protest. I don't steal. I don't protest. I don't steal. And stuff. So, you know what I mean? I'm not involved with anybody. I'm involved with myself. Okay, so I harm no one. I pay great taxes. I hire so many people and I pay them such a great wage and so forth. And I don't have friends, and I give my wife fucking everything, and I give my kids everything. So yes, I'm in love with myself. So that's a fucking crime. Screen record this. Hey, everybody, I'm so in love with my fucking self. I don't need Prozac. I don't need meds. I don't need doctors. I don't need self-help. I'm in love with myself, and I have no friends, so I don't hurt anyone, and I don't steal, and I don't connive, and I don't rob, and I don't harm, and I'm in love with myself. Okay, and I pay great taxes to my government, and I pay so many employees. Jesus, how many employees do I have? And I pay them all, and I'm in love with myself. And then I give my wife everything, and I give my kids everything. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck they want, you just go buy it. You know what I mean? Spend it, this, that. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter, spend it. And I'm in love with myself. So, and I have no friends. So I don't harm anybody, right? I just earn, and then everybody take my money, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Government, staff, family. And I'm in love with myself. So you can brand me whatever nutball or nut job you want. I'm okay, baby, because I'm so fucking happy, and it's not even fucking an act, right? So the week escalates in the most remarkable way. Okay, I'm busy in the store. Then my dad has a meeting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so I'm busy in the store and stuff. And I don't even know what adventures I've got going on. People beg me to do videos. I'm telling you, they fucking beg me, all right? Well, you don't need to believe me, you know what I'm saying? And I did get banned at all this week after being banned out on 3 times last week or 3 times a week before. It's fucking crazy. I can't remember. And so forth. I'm so fucking happy. Look at me, you know what I mean? And then, so we're on Sunday, okay? So let's go 3 days. Saturday, Friday, Thursday. Fucking Thursday, one Chinese newspaper, I think it's the second biggest Chinese newspaper in Hong Kong, produced content on me, right? Saying that, Karma, Roshan's horse, is going to be running this Sunday, and he's going to be one of the favorites, okay? And they write all this stuff about me, okay? And then on Friday, in the English TV show, they tip Karma and they show his last race and mention Roshan and mention his dad. But I'm fucking paying for this shit. And then yesterday, Hong Kong's biggest Chinese YouTuber pulls this whole article on me, okay, saying that Karma has a really great chance to win. And the public wants this horse to win because they want to see his fucking owner celebrate. And then they feature, celebration photos from the past that they've taken from their own archives. And then once again, this newspaper, they do it all the time. I don't know why they don't go to Sam Sale. They always go to the Roshan Melwani IG. You know what I mean? I guess they stay away from the Sam Sale thing. They harvest the Roshan Melwani IG. And the video that I put with John Lee, okay, they put screenshots of it and talked only positively about it and me, right? So that's like, fucking... no, what's the opposite of strike? You know what I mean? Like hit 1, hit 2, hit 3 on consecutive days. Hit 1, hit 2, hit 3 on consecutive days. So going back to after I publish my John Lee video, and the views are rising and rising across every platform, I'm thinking to myself, but I'm thinking about the friend that shed me. I'm like, Jesus, you know what I mean? Like, what a in your face. You want to screen record this? I think this is a great screen record. To the friend that shed me, who shat on me and said, you'd be shameful if you publish your John Lee video. Fucking, what a parlay of a fucking week, all right? The John Lee video gains traction. So I'm coming off HKUST, boom, into John Lee, and then boom, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the local press for Karma and stuff. And I'm in such a fucking good mood. I'm always in a fucking good mood. Oh goodness, it's been a tough week at work, and it's been a tough week for my dad. He pushes himself hard. He's 78 years old. He's not, at his best. And if he's just chills and takes rest, he's good. And if he pushes himself, he's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And he's had a tough week because he had Tuesday meetings, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He had a Mandar meeting, so that's a temple meeting. He's on the board of our temple. He had an Indian Chamber of Commerce meeting, I believe. He had a Chinese Chamber of Commerce meeting. That's 3. He had a community chess meeting. I used to be part of the community chess for 6 years, right? And then he had some Mahatma Gandhi statue meeting. So that's 5 days, 5 meetings, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And he's really fucked himself up this week. So I'm really worried about him today. You know what I mean? Because he's going to be the races the whole fucking day. Papa, are you there? Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah. You want to come say hi? What are you? Come and say hi. We're talking about you. Fucking guy always wants to tell me to relax. I fucking love my dad. So I've had this parlay of a week. You know what I mean? Just being me. You know what I mean? I just put myself fucking out. For HKUST, I'm approached. Hong Kong government, I'm invited. I pull some shit out of my ass, put it out there. Dude, fucking, it rages. And then boom, boom, boom. The local press, 3 different fucking stations fucking feature Karma and stuff, but feature me. You know what I mean? Like, it could just talk about the fucking horse, right? It didn't have to be about me. Now, all of this is on my Insta. And generally, when we talk every week like this, I recap my week for you, right? Prayers to my father, thank you so much. I never ask for anything actually from anybody. You know what I mean? I really never do. I never thought of this. And if you're going to pray for anyone, you know what I mean? You pray for my dad. It's all I ask for. I fucking love the guy. Seriously, I never ask anyone for anything. You know what I mean? We got this. As a family, we got this. I mean, it's all on him because he just keeps pushing himself. He refuses to take his foot off the pedal. And so forth. But God bless my father. What he's accomplished is just like immense from where he's come from. You know, I've had a much better foundation and accomplished much less than he has. But I'm still accomplished. Okay, I'm so fucking hot. You don't even understand. I'm fucking loving myself. I don't understand. Have you seen my latest shirtless post? Have you seen it? Daniel, Lisa, tell him about it. I mean, I am so hot. I don't mean to be overly muscular, but I'm just pristine in every ways, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're totally right. Look, I look like one of those guys, a Chippendale. I look like a Chippendale now. Roshan, the Chippendale. What a fantastic week. Danielle, Lisa, you watch me every day. You know, Danielle and Lisa, you guys are different. Very different. You're amazingly loving and stuff, and you're completely different from each other. And Danielle, you can see straight through to the depth, all right? And Lisa, you just manage the surface so well. I mean, nobody does for me what you do, Lisa. And Danielle, nobody understands me the way you do, right? It's remarkable, the two of you. Honestly, the two of you are my biggest, of course I say that I don't have any friends, but, of course I have you. I have the two of you, right? And, Art is my friend, of course, but in a completely different way. There's no emotion there and stuff. It's a different sort of emotion, right? It's more of a guy relationship. And so forth. We have more of a creation relationship where I'm making clothes for him and we're creating content together and stuff. And, I mean, we know a lot about each other, but what you do for me on the surface, Lisa, is gigantic. Nobody can compare to what you do for me on the surface. And Danielle, the way you can see right through everything and understand me, I mean, it just, sweeps me off my feet. Both of you sweep me off my feet. I'm very lucky to have you. So, you're friends that I would never shed. That's my promise to you, right? But that's it. Yeah, Art rules. So come here every week, watch it after the posting, get the recap of the week, and get an insight to what I'm going to do maybe next week, right? And, I always drop hints and stuff and try not to tell you the whole story, but give you something and promise you something and always pull something off. And every week there is something, right? So I'm so fucking happy. And I may not have given you a lot of minutes today, right? I may not have given you a lot of minutes today, but I've given you a lot of emotion today. And I always give you honesty and stuff. And I don't even know what I've got lined up for next week. I can't even think that far, right? I'm so far behind in my work, which never ever happens. Because first of all, Tarzan and Lovejoy have been off for a month, okay? Secondly, Josephine skipped like half of the days of work this week, okay? Jay skipped I think he came Monday and Saturday, okay? Seatal skipped one day, right? I'm fucking struggling here. My dad's been out 5 fucking times of the 5 days that I was at work this week. Monday I was out doing my stuff, right? I mean, I can't do my own work, and I always explain to them, it's like my work I'm already being paid for. I won't work for people until they pay me, right? So I almost canceled today's show because I said I'd sit with Mira and catch up. But I also said that, how do I explain all this stuff to you, all this emotion to you next week, right? I've got to do it fresh. So today was really, really, really for you guys. Lisa, you are a blessing, okay? And so forth. So that's what I came to talk on about today, and I'm gonna limit it to those 3 topics. Now, today is a huge day. Karma is back, all right? He's back from the dead. There's no other way to describe it other than the fact that he's back from the dead, which is why I tell you all the time that horse has my soul in him, okay? That horse has my soul. I come back from the fucking dead always. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean I'm arrogant. I'm fucking scared, bro. I'm fucking scared. I'm scared that it's not gonna, how many times can I die and come back, right? But I keep making it fucking happen, right? And so for YouTube, I'm loving you guys today. You know what I mean? I'll answer all your questions very soon. So Karma is a raging favorite today. All right, he's back from the dead. And he's got to do it. I need the win. I need the win for the fans. I need the win for me. I need the win to stay fucking relevant. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm almost I'll take another loss on first for a photo finish. You know what I mean? I got to, keep hanging there. But I don't want to just hang there. I definitely don't want to fucking come last. I don't want to come outside of the top 3. And I fucking need the win, man. I need the win to fucking bark on for another fucking year. You know what I mean? I need something huge, but for this guy after 8-month injury to come back the way the fuck he does, alright? He fucking shitty fucking, I haven't had a win since October 2024. That's 1.5 fucking years. Half that time this fucker's been injured, you know what I mean? I've been paying for him, I've been nursing him. It's cost me a goddamn fucking fortune. I don't have a win. I need the win. A win is money. You know what I mean? 50,000 US is helpful, but it's nothing, right? You know what I mean? It's not even my monthly expenses, right? It's, of course, 50, you make 50,000 US each time. I want wins. I want 100,000 US, and I want lots of them. And so forth. So I need this stuff, right? So look, I'm not even gonna ask you guys to cheer for me. I don't need that. You know what I mean? But I'm in a happy mood. and my videos are doing great, and I can take what the haters say, and I can take what the haters say, and I can just play on it. But another amazing thing is that another amazing thing. I know the horse fucking fans everywhere right now. I have so many fans of Karma, okay, message me on every fucking platform with fucking so many wishes. Even right now, I'm getting fucking DMs here and DMs here on the Sam Siller WhatsApp, on every fucking whatever of me right now on my main phone, right, about Karma this morning and stuff. And I want this guy, okay, to win and stuff. So my dad is 78. I don't watch any soccer anymore. He watched Liverpool a little bit with me when I was young. I watched a living shit about I watched a living shit at Liverpool when I was young. My father will never admit to being jealous of me. I don't know if it is or what this that. I know that when it comes to the horse, at least, he's jealous of my spotlight and so forth. I've told the story many times. My first big award, the environmental award, how he insisted that he should receive it and stuff. I've told my second big award how even though I wanted the DHL South China Morning Post Small Business Unit Award, I gave it to him and he froze under the lights and stuff, whatever. But I can't sit and think about, why my dad hates me, okay? I can only tell you that that my dad hates me. So I'm fucking telling you forever. All right. Now listen. Yes, it's not only home runs by Roshan. Yes, I hit home runs, but Roshan plays small ball. Okay. I always say you just keep doing micro. Okay. It all adds up. It all adds up. Hit fucking anything and everything that's out there. Okay. Roshan hits home runs. Okay. I always say I throw a lot of magic, right? But not all of it manifests. But you've got to keep trying to throw out the magic to create magic. You can just create magic all the time. And I try to create magic every fucking day. And only I know all the stuff that fails or doesn't happen. And then what comes out. And that magic, you can measure it as 30K, 300K, 3 million, whatever it is. Okay. But regardless of how much it comes out, it's measurable. Okay. I don't think I'm intimidated by celebrities' aura. You know what I mean? Like, I worked with John Travolta, and you've got to allow him to let you in. I've worked with Bill Clinton so many times. You've got to allow him to let you in. I've worked with Russell Crowe. You've got to allow him to let you in. When you work with Sigourney Weaver and Kevin Spacey, it's just instant, easy, and so forth. Some people you have to win. When I worked with Meghan Markle, she just hated me, and there was no way in at all, right? She totally put me off and stuff, and I'm not slighting her, right? So, no, I've never been intimidated by any celebrity's aura. I've been very excited to meet my heroes over the years. I've been very excited to meet stars over the years and stuff. And now, when I meet people who I'm a bigger celebrity than them, I don't really feel anything. You know what I'm saying? Art is an amazing guy. We spoke in great detail about him last year. I gave him a great shout out and he made me a great testimonial video. He's just amazing. The name is Tarzan. It's not, see, white people only say this, or Western people only say this, right? Or Western people without any Asian roots say this, right? Tarzan is the name of a guy, dude. There's a lot of people in the world called Tarzan. I'm just lucky enough to have someone called Tarzan work for me, okay? Thank you for all the karma vibes and cheering for him. I really appreciate you. Yes, I need this. Who are you? At Y-09. Are you still there with me? Okay? At Y-09. Are you still there with me? The cherry on the top of the fucking cake. The cherry on the top of the fucking cake for this glorious week where I've continuously fallen in love with myself is karma winning. Can you imagine if he fucking wins today? I need this win. I need this win. I need this win. You understand? I always believe I'm going to win. You know what I mean? I always believe I'm going to win. That's why the fall from the win is so painful. The fall from the win is so painful. I always believe. I never don't believe. Have I worked with Liverpool players? Kevin Keegan, off the top of my head. Did Chris Kirkland play for Liverpool? He did, didn't he? Right? Chris Kirkland played for Liverpool. One other great, I can't remember his name, and so forth. Have I ever been to Anfield? No. I've been to Wembley though. So at Y-09, you live in Hong Kong? can you tell me more about you? It's been great today. I never stop believing. You don't need to worry about that. Now, I told you today that I haven't given you as much minutes as I normally would. I don't want to lecture you. I freestyle again, third week in a row. You know what I'm saying? And so forth. But I have given you a lot of emotion. Okay, so if all of you asked a question like Lisa and Isaiah and I'm Robs and Mecca Baudet and Jack Annenson and Thomas F and Sahil and Jake and Felix, we could spend another like 20 minutes here talking while I answer your questions. See, when you say stuff like this, my friend is a young indigenous boy, needs to be gift wrapped. How can one take you seriously, right? You know what I'm saying? Hello, Sheho. So if you've got questions, I'll take them. Oh, okay. So whereabouts in the UK are you, and how do you know so much about karma and everything else going on in my life? Tell me. Wait, do you just watch my videos here on YouTube, or are you deep into me on Insta? I'm Robs. What a great trim, right? I told the barber this yesterday. What I want. Hello, Sheho. I think I said hello to you. And he nailed it, right? He nailed the fade, everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't really tell what the back is. Okay. But he nailed it. So I'm so happy. Thanks for noticing. And so forth. He's just done a great job. I'm Rob. I've been to California. Yeah. San Francisco, Los Angeles, and stuff. Is that where you're from? Hello, Iraq. It's hard to believe you're from Iraq. Do you get what I'm saying? It's very hard to believe what people say, and so forth. I can make anything. I can make bell-bottom slacks aside. It's not about what I can make. It's whether you can pay. All right? So, I mean, even if I always go to one page at Art Friedland, okay? Go to one page at Art Friedland, all right? Whether it's on TikTok or Insta, right? YouTube. You deep dive into that, you will see that I can make anything. It's not, can I make something? I can make it. Can you afford me? That's the thing. That's not arrogance, right? I'm not in Thailand. I'm in China. I'm in Hong Kong, which is a city in China. I've never been to Portland. Yeah, I'm saying, but I know that they have the trailblazers there. I have done, this week, I crossed 5,000 videos on Cameo. I mean, that's crazy. So I don't know if I've been on Cameo. In May, I think it will be 3 years. But I've done 5,000 videos, and that's like another like atmosphere that I'm in. You know what I mean? The Cameo atmosphere where I'm huge. So you can purchase cameos from me. They're only $5 US. They cost nothing, right? You don't need to ask me for a shout out here, because that's not fair to all my Cameo clientele. So I crossed 5,000 videos on Cameo this week. I consistently rank in the top 3%, day after day, week after week, month after month on Cameo, all right? I don't do as many cameos as some people who are just a million miles ahead of me. But I'm nowhere near as expensive as all the A-list celebs, but, you know, I hang there on my own. If there's any questions, I will answer them. But it looks like nothing. Nobody is stopped. So like I said, I gave you a lot of emotion today. I gave you a chance to really ask me anything today. I don't know anything about NBA anymore, bro. My genre is like fucking Allen Iverson and stuff. My favorite Hong Kong food, Peking duck. You should know that from all my videos. I'm not Turkish, no. So I think that we have the least stuff on TikTok, so I'll close you down first. Thank you, Danielle. And you still have seconds to keep going on the other platforms if you want it. So TikTok, goodbye. And close. And then I'm gonna go get ready for the race. I love to give you the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like the amazing part about my content, right, is that it is so multifaceted, right? I'll give you everything. Oh my goodness, it's so wide, right? You don't know what's coming today, right? It is so wide. It is short form, medium form, long form, celebrity content, city content, government content, family content, vacation content, meals content. It's everything, and it's all relevant and it's all funny. It's all my brand of humor, and it's all like, oh my god, there's no script. Here's a fucking Peking duck. Riyadh, let's make a fucking video of the Peking duck. I don't rate the MLS at all. That doesn't mean I don't love David Beckham. Okay, I'm not in love with Lionel Messi, but I do have Inter Miami jerseys because when they came to Hong Kong, I work with them. You know, huge fucking coup in my life. You know what I mean? So if you go to my Instagram, you'll see it's just an Inter Miami highlight section. Go and watch that and see me with Bex. It's crazy. Herman, I appreciate your love. Yeah, it's all natural, unfiltered, unscripted. I put like a lot of thick fucking gel in my hair because I like it to stick, because I got to work the whole fucking day, right? I have no time to look at my hair, manage my hair, this shit. I just need it the way it is. I put a lot of gel in my hair, and then I fucking hairspray it as well, and then I'm done. It doesn't move. It doesn't move. It doesn't sweat. There's rain in Hong Kong. There's heat in Hong Kong. It just stays. It just stays. So it's no big fucking deal. You interpret how you want my hair. I also love... I'm just happy. I love my hair. You know what I'm saying? And it's a global topic. I'm a cultural phenomenon. I'm a global phenomenon. I'm willing to do anything completely unscripted. Everything I do is unscripted, and that's basically it. My voice is rather mellifluous. What does that mean? I mean, I've got pretty good vocabulary, but I don't know what that word is. JDNA, you can order a suit from me right now by mail, but yes, I would love it if you visit. Okay, I think we're done. Do you want to answer my question about this mellifluous voice before I go? Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you, everybody that joined today. And I will be back fucking next week, and I will continue to post the most craziest content every fucking week, always. So goodbye to YouTube. Thank you so much for being amazing today, YouTube. It's the best YouTube audience I've ever had. And Insta, my love. You had so many chances to ask me anything. Why are you guys so quiet? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm out of here. Hurry, Chetan. Thank you, Isaiah. God bless you all.